Number one question I'm getting from divorce clients right now is, can I keep that low interest rate mortgage that we already have? The answer is quite possibly. But first, a little context on assumptions. There's a difference between a legal transfer of ownership between non-related parties, meaning me buying your house, versus taking over all the liability of an existing loan that is a member of the family or a spouse. So there's two different things. FHA, VA, government loans, they're all assumable, meaning transfer of ownership to unrelated parties. Conventional loan documents will tell you, no, they're not assumable. But that's not what we're dealing with in divorce transactions. Divorce transactions, the agencies, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac specifically, because that's the big misnomer in the mortgage industry, they do allow for a spouse to assume all the liability of that mortgage and release the other party. Not very many loan officers know that. So here's the tips. Here's what you have to do. Number one, you got to determine if you're going to qualify, because it is a credit qualifying process. We're going to look at your income. We're going to look at your credit. If you have bad credit and you have no income, probably not worth an option worth really pursuing. But if you have decent credit, you can afford it, you have stable and likely to continue income, yeah, I think a lot of lenders will approve that assumption. What you have to do is you have to contact the existing servicer, whoever holds that loan right now, call their customer service department, request a packet. That packet of information is going to look and feel like refinancing. Kind of is. It's actually underwritten by an underwriter. You have to submit all of your documents, fill out all the forms. There's a fee involved. There's a time frame that it takes for someone to review it. But the good news is there might be a way that you can keep that interest rate that you already have. Now, that's step one. Step two, which is equally important, is determining if you can truly afford that mortgage. And what I'm seeing is if it's on a 30-year with a great low rate payment, quite possibly. If it's a super low rate on a 15-year, that payment might not fit your budget. So it's important to have the affordability conversation, not just the qualified conversation. Some of the additional things that come into that conversation are, do you have to buy out your ex? Will that come from trading retirement dollars, trading support that was maybe going to be owed to you, trading other property? Is it going to be taking out a second mortgage, like a home equity line of credit or a home equity loan? The lender's also going to want to know how you're paying out your ex. What are the terms of that loan that you're getting in place? So there's a couple balls in the air between qualifying for that first, getting the second mortgage, any other additional criteria or overlays that that lender might have when approving it. So the good news is it's possible, and we're seeing some people being able to assume those loans and keep that low rate mortgage. But you're welcome to call me. I can help screen and give you some advice because the criteria is very similar to refinancing, to know if that's going to be likely and we're putting the time and energy and cost into going down that path. Two, what are backup options? Like, what does refinancing look like? There are some examples that I'm going to put in a different video so that this doesn't get too long, that people are still refinancing and giving up that low rate mortgage. And I'll do that in a separate video soon. In the meantime, if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. You can run those scenarios by me. We can chat and strategize about backup options as you're planning through your divorce. Thanks. Have a great day.